Welcome to the second part of our series featuring former Charlotte women's soccer players who have an experience with the United States women's national team during their on-the-field careers. Today we're talking with Martha Thomas, who was a member of the 49ers roster from 2014 to 17. Before we get started with your experience on the national team level, let's reflect briefly on your time at Charlotte. You put together one of the most successful careers of any player wearing the green and white, finishing with four school records by the time you were done, and countless accolades that would take another hour if we listened to them all. Because your Niners career is so recent, let's go back though to last week and start with your experience with the U.S. national team, the U23 roster. When did you first find out you were being called to the team, and what was your reaction?
It was quite soon. I had a conversation with BJ Snow a few weeks before, telling me that he wanted to see if he could get me in to the camp. It was obviously a little bit difficult because it wasn't an official FIFA weekend. So he knew I would have to speak to my club here, and get approval to go. So I had to miss a couple games with my club, which was tough to do. But luckily my club supported me and gave me the green light. So I communicated that with BJ, and the ball got rolling pretty quickly.
How was that able to? How were travel arrangements able to be made with you being in France currently and trying to get to Portland, Oregon for last week and everything that went on?
Yeah, so the U.S. soccer staff is great. They pretty much just ask you for the closest airport to you, and they arrange all the travel arrangements for you. And it took just a few emails back and forth to figure out details, but as soon as I got the good to go, my flight was booked within a few days, so it wasn't too bad.
You were born in England but chosen to represent the United States. How did that factor into your selection with this team?
It's one of those things where you never know when you get an opportunity, and since I did get it with the U.S. under 23s, I took it. Luckily I have England, Scotland, and the U.S. As I'm half Scottish, born in England, and have U.S. residency. So it's definitely a decision. But representing any country is an amazing experience and accomplishment, and to be able to do that with the U.S. was great. So I was happy to be able to get on the field and put on a U.S. jersey.
You did see time in all three matches, including you started the last match. What did stepping on the field as a starter in that last game mean to you?
It means a lot. Going into the camp, not having any U.S. Camp experience at all, and a lot of the girls did. Many of the girls played in the Under-20 World Cup previously, and they had been to a lot of camps before, so it was definitely an intimidation factor, but I just trusted that I was selected for a reason, and to have the faith of the coach to put me in the starting lineup on that third day definitely meant a lot, and I was really proud of myself and wanted to make sure that I took as much advantage of the opportunity as I could. What
was it like overall playing with and against some of the best players, not only in this country but around the world?
It was an amazing experience to step on the field with veteran U.S. players, veteran international players. Was definitely an eye-opening experience, and I'm very, very thankful that I did get that opportunity, and that I was actually able to compete with those top players was very rewarding for me, and I hope to be able to do it again in the future.
You've trained and played under a variety of different coaches in your short career. How have you been able to adapt your game to fit their different styles and still perform at your elite level?
It's definitely difficult. A lot of coaches have different mindsets and different ways they would like to go about it. But as a player, you just have to adapt. And at the end of the day, you're playing the same game. It's just a few changes that have to occur, but you trust that you know what you're doing, and the coach has faith in you, and the rest of the other 10 players around you are going to be doing the same thing and working just as hard for you.
What's it been like for you continuing your playing career on the professional level in France?
It's been a really good experience for me. I was definitely really eager to get over here, coming off the injury I was coming off of, and to be able to get that opportunity and play again after 11 months. I was itching to get on the field in any way I could, and being able to come here and adapt to, I would say, the French style of play is going to be a little bit different than it was in college. So definitely adapting to that has taken some time, but I feel like I'm fitting in quite well, and just fitting in with the culture. And luckily, I do have a lot of English-speaking people around me, so I haven't had to learn too much French. But no, it's been a really good experience.
What have been some of your favorite memories so far that you've made?
Biggest thing probably I've made very, very good friends here. Luckily, I'm surrounded by some great people, and I think it takes a certain kind of person to play abroad and to take that risk of playing in a country where you don't speak the language. So definitely a lot of my teammates who did do that risk, whether it was from America or whether it was from other parts in Europe, I get along with them really well, and definitely we get to travel on off weekends throughout Europe and just enjoy the experience of living abroad and playing in loads of different places against loads of different teams.
What have you been able to apply to your game currently that you learned here at Charlotte?
Lots of things. I mean, I think I had a huge development from going from high school into college under Coach Cullen. He definitely knew how to get the best out of me, and I think I did take a giant step within my 4 years, and I'm definitely utilizing so many things that I developed as a player here, and bringing so many different things to the table.
How did winning at a high level here, especially in 2016, won the conference tournament, went to the NCAAs, how did that get you ready for a professional career?
It definitely helps with nerves, I would say. I mean, you're going to be nervous going into a conference championship, and at the time that was probably one of the biggest games that I'd played in, and to be able to do it twice, maybe one and a half because of my injury, but no, it was really good to take that here. We played some big games. We drew PSG in the French Cup, so that's definitely, I had a lot of nerves doing that, and then playing for the US in these past 3 games. My experience in college definitely helped me get over that barrier of just trusting my ability and trusting the people around me to play well.
You did experience some pretty incredible moments while you were here as a 49er. What are some that stick out to you the most?
Definitely that junior year of mine, which was 2016, when we traveled to Europe. I think it was one of the first times we really, really connected and bonded as a team throughout the entire team, throughout the freshmen to the seniors. So that was definitely a big moment for us, and I think everyone has always said that's one of the reasons why we think we were able to win that conference title that year, just because we were such a close-knitted group. So that's definitely going to be the memory that stands out the most to me. And then the second one will probably be breaking the goal record. Was a really proud moment for me and my family, and I knew all my teammates around me and the coaching staff were very proud and happy for me as well.
And last question, what are about some off-the-field memories you remember from your time here at Charlotte? You mentioned the Europe trip, but what are some others that you remember?
Off-the-field moments is just going to be all the relationships I built with my teammates throughout the 4 years. I think college is a great experience because many new faces come in each year. So as a freshman, the whole team is new to you. And then after that, a new class comes and you just build new relationships with the people that are there, and they become your family, and you see them every single day, and you tend to live with them once you move out of the dorms freshman year. So definitely just the relationships I built with my teammates at my time at Charlotte was definitely the best.
Martha, we appreciate your time. Thank you for your willingness to sit down with us and catch up Niner Nation on your life and what's going on in the soccer field, and best of luck as you continue your career in France.
Perfect. Thank you so much. As always, I appreciate it.